Hey y'all, welcome back to Smell the Roses, where we slow down, check in with ourselves, and call a thing a thing. While you're vibing in the garden with me, please like the video, leave a rosebud emoji, or leave a comment in the comments section to share your opinion. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell for your weekly dose of growth.
I do not wear polyester hair, okay? Unlike some people I know.
No, Will, life doesn't get any better than this. I mean, I have a great job. I met a great guy. And I have the thinnest ankles of any girl I know.
I had no idea. So just sell the roses with the $10 respectfully.
What it do, baby?
Hi, Theo Do Better Squad. Happy Friday, y'all. Thank you so much, Smell the Roses. Make sure y'all subscribe to Smell the Roses as well. Thank you so much, Smell the Roses. You were cooking the other night.
Being timed out and making more money on his platform than you.
Hey, Crystal, on the subject, Crystal, on the subject.
That's on the subject. She likes to talk
No,
shit when
on
I
the
get off the
subject. Think
camera,
about-
See your
but she
waist.
don't have nothing to
Can we
say when
see
I'm
your
on the camera.
waistline, Crystal? Can you get up and do a Kendra cam for us?
No,
Guess
listen,
what,
right,
Raquel?
stop.
Guess what,
Stop.
Raquel? Guess
Stop.
what, Raquel? Unlike
Listen.
you, I don't have to sit
Kendra
here.
cam, big back.
I don't have to get my
Stop.
approval from men. You do a Kendra
Stop.
cam. Where your
Stop.
husband at? You do a Kendra cam, Raquel.
What y'all got
And
on the
twerk,
video?
twerk, bend
On the
over,
video.
scoot all the way back.
On the video.
Scoot all the way back so we can see your ass.
I don't have to twerk.
Exactly.
for
You're
you.
the only one
That's
who
for
needs
you.
male validation, not me.
I'm
So
the
you
one
try
that
to come
showed
on
my
here and you
waist.
try to get hard.
I'm the one that
when I'm
showed
off
my
camera.
waist, big back. Big
What?
back. I'm the one that showed my waist, big back. Where's your
Because
waist?
guess I'm not a big back bitch.
You
what
are
I
a
am,
big back.
what I am
All right,
is a
all right, here we
woman.
go.
Big
Here we
back,
go.
big
I'll get back into it.
Big back.
Make sure y'all hit the like button. Here we go.
Are you calling me a dog? Oh, so you want a box? Is that what it is? You want some of this? Hey, you know what? It ain't nothing.
May I finish speaking?
You can
Tierney?
absolutely finish. I didn't tell you to stop. I
I'll
didn't put
wait
a
for you
period
to
at the end of
shut
your
up.
sentence. I'm never going to shut up. So since you're done talking, you guys continue with what you were talking. Because like I said, you're not going to tell me when to talk and how to talk and when I cannot talk. Like I said, you can't tell no grown-ass man or no grown-ass woman what to do and how to do it. So
What we do is we go back to the office
Okay.
and we say, how do we reach a
what you talking
tyranny?
about? And I just
What
had a
could
baby.
we do to
Nothing.
help tyranny not get
Tyranny
diabetes
don't-
20
Again,
years
Tyranny
from
don't
now?
need nothing. Tyranny don't need no help.
Then what we do is
Tyranny
we
don't
say
need no
we're going
help.
to change our messages so that
Thank
we
you.
can effectively change tyranny's eating
No, See my
habits.
man.
That's the
I know
strategy.
pick me want to screw people's men, but you're never going to see mine because you ain't going to never have a taste of my meat, baby.
Tyranny,
So
me and you don't have the
absolutely
same
my man.
taste in
When you
men.
outside, it's nothing but space and opportunity here. You know what I'm saying? Do you want some of it?
Do you remember when we spent those 4 amazing hours in the hot tub after winter formal?
Yeah, no.
This is so much better than that.
Oh, what's up, y'all? What is up? Y'all get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Cases and cams, I love you, buddy. You see, you got that wrench? Yeah, I love you, man. You was like right here with me last night. We were right here. Okay, Cases? You and I, we were right here, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't do what you were doing in the chat because I had to remain a bigger person. But y'all get in here. Come on, sit down. Welcome back to Smell the Roses, okay? Oh, I hope that you all have been Cases, you were you were like in my soul last night. Everything that you were saying is what I wanted to say, but I couldn't let him get me down. Okay. But thank you, King Pix. What's up, everyone? G Honda, Triple. Oh, yes, I am ready, Triple. Okay, I am ready. All right. It's good to see y'all. What's up, Daughter of Yah, Stillmatic Network? Were you cheering for the Bears? Because I heard they shredded some cheese. But yeah, what's up, y'all? It's so good to see you, Bronze Bird, Daughter of Yah, Stephen James. Yes, Ree Pink, everybody, the CEO, everybody. Yes, love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Tonight's topic is election season and the dating market. So what happened last night is actually what we're going to cover in tonight's show, if that's okay with you all. I know that I was going live from the Untouchable Network yesterday, so a lot of y'all might have caught what went down last night, but some of y'all might not know. Okay, so I am going to no no, CEO, me and my husband, we did the Christmas shopping for the kid together, and we were on a time crunch because I couldn't miss y'all at 9. So we got the gifts, and then we went to Red Lobster to like grab some food, not the Red Lobster that you were last at, CEO, but the one over by Northlake Mall. And then we raced home so that I could be here, but I had a little cocktail. I had one cocktail. So I'm a little juiced. Okay. Just a little. But yeah, we're going to talk about Nicki Minaj. We're going to talk about what happened last night. And we're going to talk about y'all getting my likes up. If you're watching from the vertical view or from the horizontal view, please take a minute to hit the like button for me. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I'm not close to 3,000, but I would like to get close to 3,000 subbies. So yeah, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I'm here Mondays and Wednesdays. And for the new year, I plan to add a Saturday show. The Saturday show will likely be between 12 o'clock in the afternoon and 3 p.m. I'm just trying to lock down, what I can be more consistent with. And I think the 3 p.m. slot, maybe like from 3 to 6 or 3 to 7, something like that. But yeah, a mid-afternoon Saturday show is what I'm planning to add to the lineup. And CEO has hooked me up with some really cool intros that I'll be rolling out next week. So you all look out for that. I've been really investing in the channel. I'm looking to get a new camera and some new lights so that when I turn this thing on behind me, you can actually read it. All right, because right now my camera isn't the best for picking what's behind me. So we're gonna fix that. It wasn't a Cosmo. No, I stayed away from the vodka and I just did rum because that makes me more friendly. The vodka makes me a little bit more, like we don't want that tonight, okay? We don't want that tonight. Yes, Leon, there's two options right now. There's the vertical view where you're watching and it's vertical, like you're on TikTok. And then there's the standard view where it's like horizontal, like the old way. But there are two different ways to watch and catch the show. So yeah, so here we go. I'm about to present the screen and we're going to talk about hypotheticals. Okay. Now I am not a debater. I am not. So, when it comes to debating and things like that. Like, I don't know the rules. That's not me, you know, but I do like to have conversations with people. And I have worked for attorneys for many years before I joined the government. And when it comes to arguing on paper and knowing vocabulary, I am quite savvy. So when you use words with me, they mean something. And I say that all the time, that words matter. And hold on. Let me see. Let me add to stage. There we go. Okay. And I don't really like to be on this side. I like to be on this side because it's like I'm closer to the chat. And then this is like further away from us. All right. All right. So last night, what's up, Square Biz? We back. Ali was trying to get you to join the panel earlier to get you to, I don't know if you saw that, to get you, Square Biz, to talk to Opulent 6. But I'm glad you didn't join. Look, you know, we don't need to fight each other. It's just before the holidays. But I kind of see what you're saying a little bit. I didn't know that was his thing, to be a pander bear. I just thought he was like super mature, and maybe that was just, you know, but anyway, I thought the comment was funny, and, you know, I gave you a like. So yeah, we were all over on the Untouchable Network earlier with Ali. I think he's still live. So if I'm boring to you, go check him out. I'm pretty sure they're still going at it. But this is kind of like my rendition of the Smoke Show. That's why their smoke is in the background, because I want to know if we're talking, if you're in a conversation with someone and they're like, hypothetically, right? If they say hypothetically, are you not allowed to also use a hypothetical? That's my question. Okay, so last night I was on the show with Fatty and Ali. Shout out to the Untouchables. Thank you very much for having me. It's always a good time. And I always learn quite a bit, whether it's like the rules to YouTube or the rules to debating, or the fact that these people are super different from anything I've ever encountered in life, from tomfoolery to Ray Bezel Bub, this lady at the top corner here, and the lady Raging Tomato. I think she goes by Sarah, the Raging Tomato. Okay, so yesterday I'm just gonna let it play. All right. I'm just gonna let it play, and y'all gonna see what's going on. So as always, just let me say this. I'm going to put all of the video links in the description after the show, so you can go back, watch the entire show for yourself. This show is also posted on my channel in the live section, and you can watch it from start to finish, and give me a like, or give Ali a like, or Fatty, and tell us what you think about it. Last night's show was, can you date a Trump supporter? All right. And my show tonight is election season and the dating market. So the two topics go hand in hand. And what happened last night, I truly feel is a response to this question tonight, right? Basically, could you date a Trump supporter or someone who just has different political views than you do? Okay. Of course, my response to this question is what we're going to get into now.
Partners vote differently, or does it always need to be the same eventually?
Yeah, I don't think you're on the same principles and like value system if you're both voting for completely different parties. I think maybe if one of you is sitting in the independent center side of things, it might be workable. But if you have one right winger and one left winger get married, you're just asking for problems, because you don't, you know, one of the main things about being in a relationship is that your values, principles, and morals are on the same baseline, because everything going up from there is going to depend on what's standing at your baseline. And I think that you're going to get into a big mess if you're not on the same pace.
Okay. Smell the roses.
So I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Like, you can like two different parties and share the same morals. So, like,
can I play a video for you, Roses, before you go?
Sure.
Are you sure I can?
Yes.
Okay. She consented, friends.
Somebody lies. Now somebody lies. I don't know who, but I'm telling you, somebody's lying.
Can you expand on that, Roses?
Yes, like my husband takes me to a restaurant. It could be a seafood restaurant, right? Maybe I don't like seafood, so I'll get the Caesar salad. I can still go to the restaurant. I just don't have to eat the seafood. Or we can be married for 20 years and, his favorite color could be blue and mine could be black. That doesn't mean that we can't find cohesive colors to wear on our family photo. Like, I think just because he voted Trump and I voted for Elizabeth Warren, that doesn't change anything in our house. That doesn't change his morality towards our son. That doesn't change him going to get gas in my car. That doesn't make him a dog beater. Like, it doesn't do anything. We just have two different viewpoints when it comes to politics, and that's fine. He doesn't have to vote my way, and I don't have to vote his way. We're both two individual people. I'm going to go into my casket or my urn on my own, just like he will. So
does anybody have a rebuttal for what you're saying? Go ahead, Sarah.
Yes.
Okay. So that was my response. Now, in the examples that I was giving, it's true. My husband voted for Trump and I voted for Elizabeth Warren. And if anybody needs proof, I can post our ballots to my community post and then you guys can see it for yourselves, right? At no point did we ever have any arguments. We've never discussed, we discuss things, but we don't say, oh, did you hear about those lefties? Or, oh, did you hear about those righties? Like, we don't, in our normal every day-to-day lives, if he talks about politics, he's not talking about politics to me. I don't get offended by what my husband chooses to do. He has autonomy to vote and do the things that he truly wants to do. I don't see how that could make our home life bad unless it was something like, he's voting for a PDF file, that we all know is like legitimately a PDF. Then I would be looking at my husband like, you're a little weird. And if you don't know what a PDF is, it's a person that an adult that's looking at children inappropriately. Okay. That's the only thing that would make me kind of question what the hell is going on with my husband. But voting for Trump, it wouldn't stop me dating him. It wouldn't make me divorce him. Okay. This woman who is about to walk me down a hypothetical is a divorcee. She was married at some point in her life, and at some point she got a divorce. Now, maybe politics was the reason why she got a divorce, and that's the space that she's talking from. But I'm talking from my space, and I've clarified here on Fatty's show that me and my husband voted for different parties, very different. Whether Elizabeth Warren is in the middle or I would have voted for Kamala, it would not have affected me and my husband either way. Okay. Like we were in a relationship before I even had the right to vote. Okay. Like I think I was 17 when I met my husband. Okay. So politics is just not a hill I choose to die on with any man. It wouldn't matter to me. Okay. But for this woman, it seems like she really is like stuck on politics affecting her life in every way. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be able to brush her teeth if, you know, her mother or whoever in her family had a difference of opinion in politics. It's just weird to me. Everybody is allowed to have their own freaking opinion and do what the hell they want to do. And I don't see how that affects me. But I'll let this go because now she wants to come up here and she wants to take me down this hypothetical. All right. But listen, because remember we talked about Pearl on my channel before. All right. I want you to watch how she's talking to me, and I want you to watch the frustration that she's getting from me not acquiescing to her hypothetical. Now, a hypothetical is a safe way to explore thoughts, feelings, and opinions. If you are talking to someone and they say hypothetically, all right, you are also allowed to rebuttal with a hypothetical. All right. When you are talking to someone who is not a judge or an attorney, you can safely stretch your mind and play with ideas. This woman doesn't own the word hypothetical, and she doesn't get to be the only one to throw a hypothetical out there. Now, hypothetically, Fatty's and Ali are hosting a show, and the question was, would you be able to date a Trump supporter? Would that affect you? I just let everybody know that it wouldn't affect me. But here she goes, trying to make it affect me, and it won't.
If one of you believes in abortion, which would be a left-winger concept, and the other one of you does not believe that abortion is solid, right? And you get pregnant and you say, you know what? I just didn't want to have any more kids after this. I think I would like to go get an abortion, because you believe you're the left-wing feminist kind of side of things. And your husband says, no, I am pro-life. We don't do that. Don't get an abortion. That's our baby. We will have a baby. You don't find that to be a very big moral compass dispute?
Well, if that was my husband, I would have the baby. And if
I didn't ask you if you,
okay.
I'm giving you a hypothetical. Pretend you are a left-wing feminist.
Okay, I'm pretending that I'm a left-wing feminist. I have the option to give my baby up for adoption.
That's not what I said.
I don't have to murder.
Please play with the hypothetical.
I'm not getting an abortion. The hypothetical is I would never get an abortion.
I'm not talking about you. I gave you the hypothetical. You are a left-wing feminist, and you believe that abortion is okay. You, being the left-wing feminist, get pregnant, and you say, you know what?
By my husband.
But you are a left-wing feminist.
Right.
Okay.
So
play with the hypothetical.
If my husband isn't on board with my abortion, I'm not getting it.
You are a left-wing feminist. My body, my choice. Your husband wouldn't have. If you are a left-wing feminist, you would not believe that your husband.
And so this is why these bitches aren't married. Now we know why. Because they're all left-wing feminists. What the hell? This lady is really trying to box me into this thing that she's doing. And I just like, I understand. And the really sad thing about this wasn't the back and forth between me and her. It was the back and forth between me and Melanin. That's the thing that kind of had me scratching my head. But I have to understand that Melanin is a younger woman, and she's influenced by, people like Tommy, and so I think these people to her are like, because they're older, maybe they've been in the content creation game longer than her. She seems to have a lot of respect for them. Now, I'm assuming it's because they've been in the game longer and that they're content creators, and me and her are both trying to be content creators. but then there's just other things that go on throughout the whole entire panel that kind of make me scratch my head at even thinking the best thought, which is what I just said, that maybe she reveres them for being content creators in the game longer than her. But it just, I don't know, like, it's a little weird. It's a little coonish to me that some of the things that go on, right? Like, if you are just hosting and moderating, then saying things like, I really enjoyed your talking points tonight. But then, like, in the back chat saying we're not taking it personal is just kind of bitchy. Okay. And it's like, I don't know how many times anybody white was told to be quiet. Right? That's the other thing. If white is always right, then in your opinion, then maybe you shouldn't be moderating. That's just how I feel. But I'll let this play because I'm not even going to show you the parts between me and Melanin that got on my nerves. But this lady here is really trying to do a number on me. And I'm not going for it because in a hypothetical, this is fucking make believe. Raquel is not getting an AB if her husband doesn't want her to. And I don't think that if you are married to someone and let's just say, even if you've had 4 kids and you don't want a 5th kid, right? And you get pregnant, I think that is a responsibility on you and your husband to ensure that you're not getting pregnant. And if you do get pregnant, I think it's very irresponsible of you to just go out and get an AB. Now, that's my opinion. Okay. Hypothetically, if I'm in her hypothetical, she never took adoption off the table. So as a woman who knows that an adoption is always on the table, if we're just speaking hypothetically or in fucking reality, I would give my baby up for adoption. I think these women are fucking crazy. I think they're crazy. And I think it speaks to why they are not married and chronically single, right? And play all day on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and fucking TikTok. I don't have time. You know, like, my whole life isn't based on arguing and fighting with people online. And I like, that is just, we're either having a meeting of the minds or there's a difference of opinion, and that's okay. I don't have to go along with Becky's hypothetical. It wasn't happening. Okay. And now this little back and forth is gonna like, it's like imploding now. Here we go. Imploding. Look at Ali. Ali is like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Husband has a choice or say in the matter.
Single and divorced.
Okay.
Because that's the hill that you guys choose to die on.
It's not my hill. Please engage. I'm giving you a hypothetical. You're taking it as if I'm directly attacking you personally. I want you to pretend you are a left-wing feminist and you believe in abortion. I'm giving you the scenario. You do not want to have this baby. Okay? And you say
I would give it up for adoption.
No, if you're left-wing feminist,
you think that's what a left-wing feminist would do?
Thank you, Tom.
Smell the roses? Is that what you think a left-wing?
And do you see who comes with the cape on to save this lady? Do you see what's happening here? I don't know. Like, is it just me? Is it just me, y'all? Is it me? Yes, Leroy, Project Leroy. Yes, that's what I was thinking too yesterday, but I couldn't, like, it was happening so fast that my mind isn't thinking like as clear as it is right now because I'm in the moment. And it's like, it's hard for me to separate how I feel about babies and like any man that I'm having sex with, you know, that is my husband. We have oops baby or whatever. I feel like that's such a blessing. I need to have the baby. But even if you put me in that scenario where you're saying, Raquel, you really don't want to have a baby, I wouldn't just waste a baby. I would give that baby to somebody that could take care of it and love it. I just, in the like, do feminists not give their babies up for adoption? They only do ABs? Is that like, so there's never been a feminist that gave her baby up for adoption? I'm so like, it was pissing me off, y'all. It was pissing me it was pissing me off.
Colloquially, we understand a left-wing feminist would believe in abortion. They take pride in that, right? You're 2 months along, you just pissed on.
My son was so pissed off, by the way. My son was in the room with me and he's like, Mom, do not let her make you say yes to something that is make-believe. He's like, Mommy, a hypothetical is make-believe. I'm like, yes, Nevin, I know. I'm telling him, like, son, calm down. I know. He's like, no, you don't let her tell you what to say.
Stick. It's turned out positive, and you turn to your husband and say, oh no, I'm pregnant. But you know what? I didn't want to. We have 4 kids already. I don't want a baby anymore.
Know why you're trying to control a hypothetical?
Because it's a hypothetical.
Answer your question. You just don't like the answer.
I said the answer over and over and over again. In life, we have options. I can have the AB or I can go give the adoption. Why does it have to be that I go for my baby?
Well, let's play with both of them then. Okay, but your husband doesn't want you to have an abortion. He also doesn't want to give that child up for adoption. He says, no, that's our baby, babe. You're keeping that baby. And you say, no, I don't want any more kids.
I'm not a woman like that. So I guess
I know you aren't. I'm not saying that you are, ma'am. It's a hypothetical. I'm asking you to put yourself in those shoes. See, you're even having the argument with a left-wing feminist concept, which shows a left-winger and a right-winger cannot get along. This is
I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me now? I'm sorry. I don't know how I got on mute. Can y'all hear me? Let's say hypothetically we can hear her. You know, she be making good points. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. So what didn't y'all hear? What didn't y'all hear? I'm so sorry, y'all. I got so passionate. I must have clicked mute. But let this go and I'll pick back up.
Why you wouldn't even be able to be married to, if assuming you were a left-wing feminist, you wouldn't even be able to be married to one, because we can't even get through the conversation without you taking insult to the idea that I'm saying pretend you're a left-wing feminist.
My
We
husband
answered
and
your
I
question. You just don't like the
Ma'am,
answer.
ma'am, it's not personal. It's not a,
Stay out of it.
oh my God, we got to understand a hypothetical. It's not a personal attack. I'm not saying you are a left-wing feminist, and I'm not trying to insult your marriage.
We got to understand a hypothetical. So at this point, now I'm like, oh, so she's calling me stupid. She thinks that I don't understand what the word hypothetical means. I understand very clearly what the fucking word hypothetical means. I understand that. I understand that, but Becky, you're not leading me down any road that where the end of the road is a fucking abortion. That's not the road. No. There will be no sound bites of me saying that is what I'm going to do. No. And if you want to go on Switch and talk about how the mixed girl couldn't understand a hypothetical, be all about that. Be all about it. But no, Becky, you're not going to get me to go along to just get along with whatever the fuck you're saying, because it's some fucking nonsense. It was nonsense to me. So that was just, you're right, Classy. I'm going to clean it up. You're right. You're right. Yeah, like, we got to understand hypotheticals. A hypothetical is make-believe. It's imagination. It's Snow White. It's Cinderella. It's Sleeping Beauty. Those are hypotheticals. All of it. What in her, like, why did this have to be something to make me not like somebody else? See, now, like, I expect certain things from a person like Raging Tomato and Tomfoolery, like just going off of their names. You already know where to put them, right? It's not like to be taken seriously. It's not, you know, when it's Melanin Legacy, it's like, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? So you want to shade me with Raging Tomato because I don't want to go along with her hypothetical? Like, has there ever been a question where Ali and Fatty have asked me something where I haven't answered yes or no or truthfully? There's never been a time where either one of those men have asked me a question and I've skirted around it. But Becky here trying to call me a left-wing feminist and say hypothetically for me to go and prove the point that two people can't be in one house voting differently when I am a person in a house with someone that's voting differently, very happy and content. He just took me Christmas shopping, for God's sake. It works very fine for me. There was no part in that argument where I was ever going to say that it can't work between a man and a woman voting differently. And I am going to actually post our voting ballots so that y'all can see who we voted for. Different days, different times, different people that we voted for. Very happy couple. Very in love. Very regular routine. You feel me? There's nothing here that is that says that you can't be with someone and they vote differently from you and it not be a successful relationship. Raquel is never going to say that to people. You all need to Stop letting people like Raging Tomato and tomfoolery make you think that everything is black and white, that everybody got to be on the same page all the time for things to work. That is not the case. You can be different from your partner, still love your partner, still have respect for your partner, still raise a kid successfully with your partner, still have a happy life with your partner off of different politics. I wasn't even raised in the States. I was raised in other countries. We don't think like that. In other places. In other places, everybody knows that they have their own autonomy. You know, like people, it's when we go home, we leave that shit outside. That is outside. That has nothing to do with me getting dinner on the table, my husband paying bills, us having family night, putting puzzles together, playing family games, cuddling in front of the TV, watching Home Alone. That doesn't stop any of that. And you guys ruin yourselves by thinking that in order to love somebody, they got to do the same thing, the same way as you. That is asinine to me. In these spaces, we're trying to have conversations to be more cohesive with each other. It's not about all of us having the same fucking talking points and agreeing in kumbaya. It's who are we even after we disagree with each other? We should still be able to be a cohesive, friendly group. Just because I don't agree with Trump, it doesn't mean that every time Trump does something that hurts me, like the government shutdown, right? My husband felt so bad. He was like, oh my God, Raquel, I can't believe I voted for this guy and now you're sitting at home for 40 days. And I'm like, it's okay, babe. Like, who knew that was going to happen? No sweat off my back. I'm not resentful to his one vote for him. When I know that we don't pick the president, the popular vote is just the popular vote amongst the people. The Electoral College picks the damn president. And next month, like I'm in the show that I'm adding on Saturday will be a show on politics where I'm going to teach you guys politics. Because I think that we only took civics once in America, and I think that's why people are so dumb when it comes to politics, because they don't actually know where their vote matters and counts. And then they get so disillusioned by people that they see online, like Raging Tomato, makes them think that they, can't get along to go along with a man if he doesn't see it their way. That is feminism. She's a feminist. She might say that she's not, but that trucker hat and that strong jaw got me thinking that she's a fucking feminist. I'm sorry. So the Saturday show next year will be us going over. Don't even get on my live show on Saturday if you don't know who your state representative is, your governor, your mayor, your senator. If you don't know those things, you shouldn't be anywhere talking to anyone about politics or nothing. Okay? And so that's where we're going to start next year. We're going to start with that because we're voting in ways that are not in our best interest. And then we get online and we talk like this at each other and nobody knows what's going on. Ooh, so
ma'am, what I'm saying is you're going to pretend you're a left-wing feminist. Tom, what do left-wing feminists believe?
Let Tom answer. He's the better left-wing feminist.
When it comes to abortion and having babies, what do left-wing feminists believe?
So to be clear, I am...
This made me happy right here because I was getting mad And when I saw the smile on Ali's face when I said that, it made me happy inside. It made me like kind of like calm down, because I can't be a left-wing feminist. I just can't, y'all. I can't. Why can't I? Am I wrong for not wanting to be the hypothetical? I just can't wrap my mind around it. Wanda, am I wrong, Wanda? Because Wanda, she is always around when things are going left, right, quite crazy, all kinds of ways. Wanda, Janelle, I can't do it. I can't do it. God, I can't do it. I was like, I tried to do it. And when I was trying to do it, I was thinking, I was like, okay, I'm a left-wing feminist, which I don't want to be. But what would I do if I was pregnant and I didn't want to be, and my husband didn't want the baby? You know, I'm just thinking, what would I do? I guess I would have to carry the baby to term and give it up for adoption. This is the wheels turning in my mind. And that even wasn't good enough for her. No, your husband wants to keep the baby. Well, then we're keeping the baby. But you're a left-wing feminist. It's like, no, I'm not. I can't. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you. Because I just, you know, I do my best to be myself and to put thoughts together eloquently and to, you know, engage the show, engage the guys. When Fatty is like, Raquel, would you? Or Ali is like, Raquel, can you? I am very honest with them in my responses. Sometimes I have to clarify, like, before I was married, this is what I would do. Thank you, Micah. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Red Cup podcast for your donation tonight. She says, I'm a Trump supporter, but your vote works best local level. State government is what should be voters' focus, but most don't do that. Yeah, most don't. Keep it up, love. Love you to death, Micah. Love you. Thank you. And, you know, I'm very happy with Trump this week. Do y'all know what he did for us government workers? Well, for one, he gave the military guys some checks. That's number one. So shout out to anybody in the military, all the E1s, E2s, E3s, E4s who got a little extra Christmas cash. I know you guys are like clicking your heels. And shout out to all the government employees who ended up getting Wednesday and Friday off, where we typically only get Christmas. So thank you, Mr. Trump, for our extra paid holiday leave this year. We are very appreciative of that. And the soldiers were very happy waking up this morning or over the weekend, you know? So yeah, I wasn't going to let Becky walk me down this aisle of aborting my fetus and all of that. I couldn't. So I wanted to discuss this with you all because I don't think that the way somebody is voting should be what you should focus on when you're dating them. You should be focusing on their character. You should be focusing on their morals, their point of view of life, you know, not just how they vote. You guys are keeping yourselves lonely and siloed. And then when you get older and you have no one, it will be because of these stupid voting issues and discussions that means nothing when you're 86 and you've got prostate cancer and your wife is already in the ground. You think my granddad gives a damn about how anybody is out here voting? He doesn't care. He's hanging on to the last days of his life. He misses his wife who passed away. He doesn't care about this stuff. Is like little. I mean, it's big. It matters. Yes. Like Micah says, like local level, we need to be paying attention. You know, that's why we're going to start with the House of Representatives. That's why we're going to start with mayors and parks and recs people. You know, I want to know, where do you live? What city are you in? Do you know who your U.S. representative is, your state legislator? Do you know these kinds of things? Because those are the things that are going to be really important if you decide to stay in that city forever. You know, look at New York right now. I'm pretty sure they wish that they would have elected that other guy, you know, the one that they were trying to get rid of because he was like P. Diddy, you know, or whatever, allegedly, I don't know. But Mr. Adams, you know, now they got this Mondani man and everybody is like, oh, he's going to make it, you know, a socialist city and it's going to be third world. And well, it's because that's how you voted. You really thought you were going to get no fees on the bus or the train? That's crazy. Crazy. But let Tom be the feminist. And Tom and her are going to do a very eloquent dance where these people never argue with each other. I've never seen it where they're arguing with each other, yet all of us will scratch, claw, choke, and knock out each other while they're lockstep, always on the same page, even if they disagree. So even though she's saying, oh, that you're proving the point that a lefty and a righty can't get along. Well, Tom is a lefty and she's a righty or whatever, and they're getting along just fine. She's even going to apologize to him that they have different points of view when she has to disagree with him. Very different. It's a lot of dynamics going on this panel here.
Pro-life. I don't believe in abortion. I think it's
No,
wrong.
okay.
But
So I
if there was a
think
left-wing- no. Hold on.
I think you're a small town pro-choice.
Stop. It doesn't matter because that is the whole point. Is if I'm pro-life and I'm not a left-wing feminist, okay, well, that's a hypothetical. If I wasn't, then it would be an example, right? So it's a hypothetical. The answer is that if I say it's my body, my choice, and I don't want the baby, I'm getting an abortion. That's my right, my body. I get to do what I want with my body, blah, 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 right? That's what a left-wing feminist would say.
Thank you. So I put it back to you, Smell the Roses, as that is the hypothetical. You are a left-wing feminist. Again, it's not, I don't believe you are by any means, but you're going to put yourself in those shoes. You are a left-wing feminist. Your husband is right-wing conservative.
You see what she's doing? She's telling me what to say. So she's calling me back. She's like, come on back, Raquel. Smell the roses. Come on back. Now you see what you're supposed to say? You better say it. You better say it.
He believes in pro-life. He would never have abortion talks of any sort, but you're completely feminist, my body, my choice. And you say, no, I'm having an abortion. And he says, no, you're not. That's our baby. Now, how would that work in a relationship if you have two completely different standing moral grounds in something as major as abortion? And you could apply that across the board. Illegal immigration, you could apply it to whether women should work or not.
Do y'all be at home arguing with y'all husbands and y'all boyfriends over illegal immigration? Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever got into an argument with your significant other over illegal immigration. Like, this is the shit she's talking to her boyfriends about? This shit is stupid. No. You better be talking to him about when you got your last wax or, do you want to go to the movies? What you want to eat for dinner tonight? Those are the kinds of conversations you need to be having. Not, what do you think about illegal immigration? Like, what? What? I live in Atlanta. We need them people to come to Atlanta and clean this shit up. I said it. Illegal immigration is bad. It's illegal. The word illegal immigration means, what is there to argue about? It's illegal. You over here, you making money, you not paying taxes. That's a problem. You're messing up my roads. You're making everybody's health and car insurance go up because you don't got the paperwork you need. So now you're wrecking your cars and harming people in 18-wheeler trucks. You need to go back. If you're here illegally or didn't get your CDL the proper way, it needs to be taken away from you and you need to go back. There's no argument in that. It's illegal.
You could add it to all of the feminist talking points: private school versus public school, how you raise your children, what you believe with your children's religions, and so on, and like stuff that's in school, stuff that's out of school, sex ed.
These are all conversations you have with your significant other before you get married. Why would I be married to a man where we don't see eye to eye on how we're going to raise our children? Why would I be with a man with all of these scenarios that she's talking about? These are all things that you get to know before you get married, usually. Or at least in my situation, I was with my husband for 2 years. Then we were engaged, and then we were engaged for 2 years. And then I got married at 25 and he was 28. We voted for Obama together, you know, those little things. I mean, and then there are other times where we were going separately and we never talked about who we voted for. Like, I don't think when I vote locally, I don't think we ever talk about what judge we appointed or who we didn't pick or whatever. I might ask my husband, how did you answer the question about the IDs? Because sometimes the way that they word the ballot is kind of tricky. Like when they put the Patriot Act on the ballot that year that we all voted for the Patriot Act. Well, half of us voted for the Patriot Act because it was called the Patriot Act. And who doesn't want to be a fucking patriot? So we didn't know. We didn't know that meant that they were going to be looking at everything we did all the time. We didn't know that. You learn, you do better. Now we got ChatGPT, people showing us the ballot. So now I'll be able to do a little bit more research when I go in to vote locally. Like, oh, so-and-so posted the ballot. I see this question is on there. Let me see what this lady really stands for, what she's talking about. Let me go see if she's a Fannie Willis or a Keisha Bottoms. Let me go see if that's what she hitting on. And if she is, I ain't voting for her. Who in leadership sits next to the governor in front of a whole panel room of professional people talking and acting like Fannie was acting the other day? That's embarrassing. Show some fucking decorum. This is my YouTube channel. I ain't in front of I'm not sitting next to the governor, talking crazy at a room full of professionals. Like, you think anybody else is going to hire you to do anything else after this, Fannie?
So on and so forth. It goes beyond and beyond and beyond. The morals and principles do not stand on the same baseline. Therefore, left and right just couldn't get along. It won't work.
Rose, do you have a rebuttal or no? No? Okay. So Jazz and Ray,
No,
we have a question up for you.
I don't have a rebuttal, not because I'm scared of Becky, but it's because I'm living what she says can't be true. Like I said, I voted one way, my husband voted another. We agree on my son's religion. We agree on where my son needs to go to school. We agree with all those other things that actually really matter. We agree with them. So there's no rebuttal because my life is living proof. I don't.
Do as well. Can a relationship truly work if partners vote differently, or does it always need to eventually be the same vote? Jazz, you can go first.
I don't really know the real answer to that. I will say that I'm sure that it can work and it has worked, but I'm also aware that it doesn't work. I have actually seen, you know, couples break up because their political beliefs were not aligned. I mean, we saw the energy from this last election. People were disowning family members because of differences in political views, because a lot of people tie their politics to their morals, to their beliefs, to what they stand on.
And I would like to challenge ladies to speak on the positive experience they have, you know, like, you know, people who broke up and family members who weren't talking to each other. What, you don't know anybody like me where the couples voted separately and they're still living cohesively together in an amicable, happy marriage? You don't know anybody like that? I mean, every time they have an example to give, it's always a negative example of, oh, I know a man that knocked a girl's nose off, and I know a man, and, you know, it's just like, well, golly, you know, your daddy doing stuff like that, your uncle's doing stuff like that. Don't you ever want to talk about the positive things that they do? It's just the negative, the negative, the negative, the negative, the negative. It's like, golly, you would think that men were just the scum of the earth when you hear some of these women talk. I mean, she brought up the poking on the train today, and I was like, that's a step too far. What? And Jazz, if you watch this, like, police officers pow people that have knives. And I didn't understand it either. And so I asked a U.S. Marshal, because I work closely with U.S. Marshals and the FBI and the CIA and people like that. So when we have meetings, they come because they have to protect the people that are there to speak. And so I asked them one time, I was just like, why do the police, because a student at Georgia Tech had just got pow-powed by the police during this time. And I said, I asked the U.S. Marshal guy, I said, why are you all always so quick to draw your guns on people that don't have guns? You know, clearly this kid had a little bitty knife, or, you know, he had a knife, but in my mind, you know, a knife and a gun is just apples and oranges. And in the beginning of this conversation that I was having with this U.S. Marshal, and the U.S. Marshal asked me to back up 21 feet. And so I counted my paces and I backed up from her and him. It was a man and a woman marshal. And the lady was like, okay, come at me. And I was like, come at you? She was like, yeah, run to me. So I was 21 feet away and I started to run to her. And as I was running to her, she was taking her gun off of her holster. But before she could pull it, or before she could do the motion, I was already touching her shoulder. And so right then and there, I understood why they do the pow-pow first. Because first of all, a knife can do a lot of harm to you, okay? If you get poked here, you know, certain places in your abdomen, your arm has an artery, I believe, you know, all kinds of things can happen to you. And you don't have time to say, let me pow somebody in the foot or the knee or the arm. You don't have that time. You've got seconds. Somebody is 21 feet away from you. They're going to be able to hurt you faster than you're able to hurt them. And that's the point of it. We don't always see things from the proper perspective. When the U.S. Marshal lady showed me that, I immediately apologized to them. Like, look, my bad. I've been looking at this the wrong way. Somebody brandishing a weapon is dangerous. And for any woman to get online and say that the men that were on the train that day with that lady that got poked in her neck from Ukraine, you know, to make it seem like the men just stood around and did nothing, that is a very scary situation. And just like I think one of the men on the panel said, there was nothing that any man on that train could have done but maybe hold him down until the police got there to apprehend him. I mean, I just feel like some of us women put unrealistic expectations on men, that they will do what we say, act how we want them to act, vote how we want them to vote. Like, that's crazy. These men are their own people. Let them live. Let them live. My goodness. And I wasn't really jiving with this Ray Bezelbub. You know, I wasn't, some of the things that she was saying sounded very misandrist, very feminist. I guess it was really to get a rise out of Fatty, because I guess they kind of like, they do a lot of battling on TikTok, which I've never seen before. And I do have a TikTok, but I'm on there to look up like the things that I want to talk about on my show. I don't like be on there posting pictures. I might like Repink stuff. I think I follow like 8 people, you know, but I'm not really on TikTok. So I don't know the culture of TikTok, but she was super venomous, you know, and it seemed like her and Fatty, they're about to get into it. It was, yeah, let me let this play. I'll let y'all.
So they want to give their vote to somebody that aligns with those beliefs. If you're 2 people in a household, unless you both can keep it separate, unless you both can keep it separate, like literally out of your relationship, you might work hard at that, but it's possible. For me, based on everything that Sarah said, that would be important for me. So we would have to align. It wouldn't work for me.
Would you date a Trump supporter?
No.
Damn. What about you, Sarah? Would you date a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I'd never date a lefty.
Damn. What about you?
Sorry, Tom. Sorry, Tom.
Is he a Trump supporter? What do you mean? Would you date a Trump supporter?
What about you, Ray?
I have, honestly. But that's what I'm saying. You could agree to disagree on many different topics. Just because you're personally pro-life doesn't mean you can't be pro-choice for other people. It's just too black and white. She answered your question. You just didn't like the answer. Because you're trying to make it fit your own narrative, and that's fine. But just be honest about it. If you wanted her to answer a specific type of way, don't ask it like 30 other times. She just didn't want to answer.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to
She's talking to Sarah.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, Sarah. I'm kidding.
Okay, wait.
It wasn't an answer.
She actually didn't answer the question.
But that's to your standard. If she felt like she answered it, who cares? Move on.
Okay.
This is only women logic though, because
do you like blue or green better?
What do you mean I didn't answer the
Wait
question?
a second.
Hold on.
Hold
on. Wait a minute, because Tom is talking. Go, Tom.
If I say, do you like blue or green better? And you say yellow, did you answer the question or did you just not answer it the way that I like?
But there's more nuance to it. If you're personally pro-life, you can still be pro-choice for other people. It is not just a black
Can you
and white
answer
issue.
what he just asked though?
I just answered his question, but you see what I mean? I answered it.
Yeah, but you're doing it again. He wants
I'm not
to
doing
know.
it again. That's his answer.
If I may.
Go ahead.
She I think and I do apologize to Roses. I don't know if she's I think Tom and I come from a different world of the debate space where when we say hypothetical, like people usually are able to put themselves in those shoes, right? She wasn't answering.
Cases and cams, like you just be right there with me. It's like, what? Shut the fuck up, Tom. I think I've said that. I think one day I probably said that 15 times to him. I think it was me and Angry Man. We were going at him that last time. And we were just lighting him up. Like, what? What? You want to apologize to me because you still think I'm too dumb to get what you're putting down? I understand you very well, Sarah. I understood you very well. See, I wasn't going to answer anything that you had to say the way you wanted me to answer it. That was the point. That was the point, Sarah.
Answering the question, she kept saying, well, I'm not, and I would do this and I would do that. But when I say left-wing feminist, that says you have to understand the narrative that comes with a left-wing feminist who would say X, Y, and Z, right? But she kept putting it back in, well, I wouldn't do this and I wouldn't do that, as if because she's not left-wing. I know she's not left-wing. It's very obvious she's not left-wing. I know that. So she was taking it as like, oh my God, this is an attack. I wouldn't do those things to begin with.
But
so getting her to understand, getting her to understand,
let her land, let her land.
Getting her to
let her land, let her land. Yes, Melanin. It's always let her land, let Tom land. It's never let Jazz land or let Ray land. No, it's never that. It's never that. It's never
understand that. What a hypothetical is very vital to being able to answer that question.
But that's what I'm saying. You can still be.
Yeah, I agree with you, Square Biz. In the beginning, okay, so the beautiful part about this right here was in the beginning, I really didn't like how she was trying to like turn the conversation into like some kind of like misandrist feminist kind of way, right? Because in the beginning, she was saying a lot of weird things towards the guys, like guys are, you know, the things that she was saying, it was just like me and even Jazz was kind of like taken aback by it, you know, and you would think that Jazz would be all for, you know, trashing a guy, but she really, at this point is when you could see how smart she was. Like, I think she's smart, but still there's a lot to iron out. Like, you know, some of the because her and Fatty, she has a different way of doing the same thing Fatty does. She's not as equipped as Fatty is, but she was kind of like giving him a go for his money. And I think that that is what we want to see. It became really interesting to me being on the panel. I felt like I was in the chat watching them go back and forth. There were a lot of things that she was saying as we moved to the end of the show that I did actually agree with. I hated that it was because of what me and Sarah were going through that led her and Fatty down this weird path that they were on. But I do see what you mean. She was, in the beginning, she was totally agitating. And then as we were getting more into the conversation, some of the ways that people argue, they do these little pot shots and low blows that really take away from the other person trying to understand you. Because that's the thing. If you're going to be browbeating me and mean to me and rude and call me names, then I'm going to be shut off and I'm not going to try to speak to you. I'm not going to try to receive what you're trying to give me, you know. But if we, and this kind of happened on Ali's panel earlier, when the guys are getting into it, they both will have some great talking points, but once we start saying you acting feminine, you acting like a woman, like it makes the men, you know, puff their chests up more instead of wanting to turn the wheels in their mind a little faster or roll them back a little bit and say, hey, I might have been looking at this situation wrong. You know, because now somebody's calling you feminine, you all up in your feelings like, you know, F that, you know. And I would prefer to, you know, we can disagree, but it doesn't have to be, you know, name calling or low blows or anything like that. Now, if you want to go there, like in my intro, you know, I wonder if Crystal Luna is watching me now. You know, if it wasn't for me and all this money I make on this platform, Crystal Luna, what money are you making now, baby girl? And I bet her waist is bigger too. I bet it's gotten bigger since I did the Kendra cam for SBC that night. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it takes an ugly turn. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I like to discuss things and we can banter back and forth and have a differences of opinion. But like, you don't need to apologize to me because I do feel like it was a backhanded apology. She's really trying to call me stupid. Like, I can't understand what a hypothetical is. You know, hypotheticals are a safe way for us to explore our ideas with our minds. My idea was I was a left-wing feminist who didn't want to have a baby, so I went and I gave my baby up for adoption. That's not a right or a wrong, Melanin. That's not a right or a wrong. That's an answer. It's not the answer she wanted, but that's an answer.
Personally pro-choice or
sorry.
pro-life, and
I'm sorry, Stephen James, what's up? Thank you for your donation tonight. He says, Chief, only a fool argues with an idiot. Wrench, yes. I will get that together for you.
so
No, you can't.
brothers, yes,
No, you can't.
Yes,
No,
you
you can't.
can.
No, you
So in
can't.
your opinion,
No,
your
one
opinion,
second.
that's what I'm saying.
One second, please. Just to make sure. So you are telling me that I can be pro-choice to myself and say, I can take babies out left and right because my body, my choice, but can be against other women doing the same thing as me.
But that's what the whole concept of personally pro-life
No,
is.
right. We remember when we said let's engage into it to talk with each other, right? You are telling me that if a woman says, I believe in my body, my choice, and then Sarah says, oh, my body, my choice, I'm going to take my baby. No, lady, you have to keep yours. Right. You think that, like, do you think people should take you seriously if you have rules for me but not for thee?
If you Google it, this is what we call an oversimplification fallacy. You're literally making it a minute detail.
No, that's what you
You're breaking
said.
it down to its most simplistic values instead of actively being able to engage with the nuance. That's literally the definition.
She was saying the opposite. She was saying that
He was
other
trying to give
people
you
can have an
you wanted her
abortion,
to answer
but
a
she
stereotypical
personally would
answer.
choose not to.
But you wanted her to answer a stereotypical answer that she would have no way to understand. Why are you badgering? That's literally in legal terms badgering. You don't continually ask the same question.
Yeah, so this is
it was built
this
into
is
the
the part when we this is the part where we are not on TikTok and
But
that shit
your
doesn't work.
hypothetical is not
This
the
is
same as
the
hers.
part where we are not on TikTok and that bullshit don't work. Because you can mute us, you can just keep it, you can just go to the next mean girl and she has to say what she has to say. On YouTube, we stay where I want you to motherfucking stay. If I tell to stay over here, we're going to park this shit for 3 hours if it's possible. If you are a person that do rules for thee but not for me, you are hypocritical and you shouldn't have an opinion about nothing. No, Tom, respectfully.
Let him
Tom,
land, Tom,
Tom,
please.
No, respectfully, it's the
Tom, I know,
opposite.
Tom, I
he's not
know,
done.
Tom, I know. She said the opposite, but she literally said, I can have a personal opinion and I can have a different opinion for the general populace, which means I flip it. Since she's saying that, I can have a personal opinion, so I can have a different opinion for the populace. I'm telling her that if we flip it to, because she has a personal opinion and she would be pro-choice for her and it will be pro-life for other people, that will be extremely disingenuous because it's like the guy that he says, I'm against gay people, but I'm sucking dick on the back. I am against abortion, but every time my daughter gets pregnant, I'll take her to the clinic so she can actually go ahead and take the kid. This is what I'm saying. You have to be consistent with your opinion because once again, just be 1 second. Just because I respect your right to have an opinion doesn't mean that I agree with it or I condone it or I'm going to say you go ahead and you can have it. No, you have to be consistent.
Here's a nuance.
You literally just did exactly. You literally just did it. Just
no,
now.
I didn't.
You literally
No,
just
I-
did it. Yes,
no,
you
I-
did.
no, I didn't.
Okay, so what she was saying was the opposite, where she's saying I believe that somebody else has the right to have an abortion. I will vote to where they have the legal freedom to have an abortion. But just because I believe they have the right to have an abortion doesn't mean that I'm going to have an abortion.
That's still
I choose
pro-choice, though.
not to
And-
have
and-
an abortion.
I
That
know.
is not a
Pro-choice.
personal contradiction. Whereas you just said,
It is.
But I didn't focus on that.
Hold on.
It is, Tom, and here's why. Because if you're still saying you will actively vote to allow another woman to have that choice, then you are pro.
You see how Sarah can interrupt Tom and Fatty and everybody and nobody tells her? Nobody says anything to her. Nobody tells her, quiet, Sarah, quiet. Fatty and Tom are talking. None of that.
choice.
Yes.
That's not what, I know. That's not what I was talking about. Ray was saying like that you can think like that's okay to be legal, but that you personally wouldn't make that choice. Just as Fatty just said, you can have an opinion. It doesn't mean that I'm going to agree with it. I think you have a right to have an opinion. Doesn't mean that that's my opinion. It's the same exact thing as I think you have a right to have an abortion. Doesn't mean that I'm going to have an abortion. It's the same thing.
Okay, no, totally fine. So So let's do this. Let's do this. Hey, Ray, you are pro-life, right?
Wait, you're asking me?
Yes.
No.
You are pro-choice.
Yes.
But you respect other people be pro-life.
I respect their ability to have autonomy on their own thoughts.
You are pro-choice.
You can have agency.
So you are pro. So you are pro-choice.
I never said. But this is what the fucking.
No, Tom. Didn't she change it?
Wait. Did I?
No. Didn't she change it? No. Okay, I'm talking with Tom now. Tom, didn't she change it right now? She went from.
I don't think so. I think so. Pro-choice means that you have the right to choose either one. Choose not to have an abortion or to have an abortion. That is pro-choice.
So she changed it, right?
But
I didn't change it. I was saying
that
what
just
her example
means
would be in that situation. I was giving a nuance. I was giving a hypothetical. I was literally just talking about hypotheticals. It had nothing to do with me.
But a right-wing conservative man in that position who was married to a left-wing feminist would not agree with that at all. They would say, no, there is no choice to begin with. We are having the baby. Whereas a left-wing feminist would say, it's my body, it's my choice. I can do what I want. So that they would not be able to stay married or be in a happy, healthy of any sort, or unless they got some weird shit going on where they like arguing all day. The morality baseline is not the same. Your principle.
See, that's the thing, Raging Tomato. I don't argue all day with my husband because he voted for Trump. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's not what wakes me up in the morning.
Your values, all of those things do not line up.
I'm sorry, Classy. Thank you so much for your donation tonight. I'm sorry, the dog is being bad right now. But Classy says, Ray uses gray area talking points to escape from being wrong and being a victim. Yes, I see what you mean there. Like, she was definitely like easing in and out when she wanted to, but I don't know, like, is that a debate tactic? Because I'm not a debater. I'm not a debater. I'm just talking as a woman with a little bit of life experience, you know what I mean? And a husband, and me and him voted differently. So I thought I would be able to contribute to the conversation as someone who voted differently than my husband and has a successful relationship. Me and her are speaking from two separate ideologies, and I'm speaking about Raging Tomato and myself. I mean, I don't understand, like, whatever point she was trying to prove is not my scenario, and I am the person that voted differently from her husband. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, hypothetically, maybe, but in real life, no. In real life, no. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect my husband. We keep it moving. We're not arguing all day. We don't give a goddamn. The things that we argue about is, did you go and give your son a kiss goodnight or tuck him in or whatever the men do for bedtime? You need to go in there and do it. Like, make sure your son knows that you love him. Those are the little kinds of arguments that we get into. Can you take the dog out for me? It's raining. I don't want to get my hair messed up. No, you go. I did it the last time. Those are the kinds of things that we argue about, not Trump, Kamala, Elizabeth Warren, JD Vance, none of that. None of it.
By any certainty.
You're going to agree to disagree on certain portions of it. That's what I'm saying. You're only
okay,
going
let
to
me
one
put
specific, wait a second. You're only going to one specific subject or talking point. There's a whole gaggle of them. You could still be financially Republican, you still be, or financially conservative. I mean, you could be financially liberal, you could be human rights liberal. There's a whole lot of nuance to it. That's why I say it's an oversimplification fallacy, because there's nuance.
But it gets worse. Go ahead, Sarah.
But go ahead, you're saying that I have a specific.
I'm saying no. But there's the point. I say it gets worse. because people like y'all don't like. I'm a lefty, right? I believe that women should vote. I believe that women should be astronauts if they have the ability to. I believe that women should have abortions if they feel like it. I am an anomaly on this space. Most men don't agree with me. So when I'm preaching these things, and then I flip it and says, "Oh no, this is my opinion," I will say respectfully, I believe that judging a woman for aborting a kid is wrong. It's wrong. I have a moral stand on it. I think it's wrong, right? I think it's wrong for you to judge a woman that has a kid. She's 7 weeks pregnant, and she does something. I think it's wrong. I am on that side. Y'all are being wishy-washy, and y'all are saying.
Hey, listen, didn't you just shoot me out for the same?
Let me ask you then. Any of the sides is wrong, Ray? Is any of the sides wrong? The pro-life and the pro-choice, if you have to stick your flag in one side, is any of those sides wrong?
That's what I'm saying. It is not that there's gray in that area. There's gray in that region.
I mean, so if I was to get, graped by a man tomorrow, walking my dog or something like that, and I was to find out, 8 weeks later, after that event that I am pregnant, I would hope to God that my husband wouldn't want me to have that baby, because that is crazy, right? Because I don't know if that baby is mine and my husband's or this person that just graped me. So when Ray says that there's nuance, there is nuance. That's why I didn't understand why she was getting in trouble for saying that part. But at this point, it's just like, and I see what you mean, Classy, but there is nuance. Ray is gray. Ray is gray. Y'all stop. Y'all stop. Thank you, CEO. He says Ray's eyes are tripping me out, Rose. Yeah, she was doing a lot, but yeah. But I do a lot too with my eyes. I like roll my eyes. I'll be like, what? You know what I mean? Like when you're up here, the only thing you got are your facial expressions, and you can't always be talking because you got to let other people talk. So it's just like, what? You bugging. But yeah, all last night, that's all people were talking about, CEO. You were in the chat. They were talking about her eye. We are childish.
That's why people have talking points. If you knew if you knew what kind of answer that you wanted from her, then just don't ask the question because it's rhetorical.
But can you just answer his yes or no though?
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. There's room for gray. I don't have to answer the way you want.
Yeah, but what I'm saying up here, for the sake of the conversation, the audience, he's asking you a yes or no question. Why is it so difficult for somebody to just answer a yes or no question?
Because there's no yes or no. That's literally pigeonholing. That's what we call pigeonholing. This is bad debate.
That he just asked is yes or no.
It's fine. It's fine.
Women logic right now.
It's fine because hey, once again, let me just say this, right? And this is why maybe the people that want to take y'all vote are right. Y'all are like, y'all can't stand on shit. Like, U.S. command is invading Iraq. Wrong. Yes, he's right. Yes, he's wrong. Is baby deletions right or wrong? Is right or wrong? And then you talk with a woman. It depends if she's tall and I know everything has nuance. A cow is sacred in India, but in Portugal it's called McDonald's. I know. I understand. There's always nuance. Yes, a pig in Dubai is called, we don't touch it because they're dirty. In Portugal, it's called the food of gods, bacon. I get it. There's nuance about it. But I'm asking about our beliefs. Our beliefs. Not my beliefs, your beliefs, their beliefs. I'm talking about you, Ray. Pro-life, pro-choice, deleting a kid, during those months that like the beginning of the pregnancy, or keeping the baby no matter what, which one do you think, if you was enforced, which one do you think is right and which one do you think is wrong? If you was enforced, if woman had to do it.
I already answered that question. You asked me if I was pro-choice, and then you tried to call me a hypocrite. Wait a second. No, it's funny.
No, I didn't ask what she was.
In the beginning, she did say she could be pro-life, but also understand a woman not wanting to have her baby. And I don't know if like, you know, if that wasn't a good enough answer for Fatty, or if Fatty forgot that she said that. But in the beginning, she did say that, you know, although she, you know, would or wouldn't, she wouldn't be against somebody doing it or not doing it. I think she was like, you know, whatever that person decides to do with that is okay with them if that's what they want to do, you know. So I thought that, I mean, at this point in the conversation, I knew that that was, you know, her hill to die on, that she was basically like pro-choice and not pro-life is what
Yes, you did.
But that's the
Yes,
same
you did.
thing.
And then that's the problem, that you are not listening.
No, you asked that.
No. Hey, friends. Hey,
Stay out of
friends.
it. He
Hey,
don't need
friends.
no help.
Let me translate for y'all, right? Fatty, what is your team? I'm the Lakers. Is the Lakers the best team in the NBA? Absolutely not. See how I can say I rep the Lakers. This is my team, but the best team is not my team. I can say that. I didn't ask what is her team and what she believes. I asked who is wrong. On the moral point of view, Tommy, she doesn't need a translator. On the moral point of view, one second. On the moral point of view of right. You know what? We're going to move on. Who wants to pick the microphone, and then me and Ray?
It's going to be Jazz and View. Okay. And so, Jazz, can a relationship truly work if partners vote differently, or does it need to be the same?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
no,
already said, huh?
I answered already.
Okay, I apologize. View, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I think for sure, like, partners of different political parties can still be in a healthy, meaningful relationship as long as they can kind of like agree to disagree. And it also depends on which core subjects of their party that they identify with, right? So since we were talking about it, abortion, right? So if a woman is like pro-life, the husband is like, you know, pro-choice, whatever, vice versa. As long as each other can kind of like have common ground and respect for each other.
Oh, it's common ground. Does she mean compromise? Because that's what you do when you're married with someone. You compromise. I think that's what she was saying. She would compromise.
It's no problem, right? It only becomes like problematic when you're like black and white. Yes or no? Like, absolutely not. I don't want to have this baby. Yes, I want to have this baby. You get what I'm saying? Like, you guys have to be able to kind of like work with each other and agree on what's best for your relationship. Not everything is just like monolithic. There's some conservatives who will bend on certain options, right? And there's some Democrats who will bend on certain options. So when you're looking at your actual person, just because they're a Democrat or just because they're conservative, it doesn't like automatically like weed them out. Because some people can be like a conservative, but they're conservative because of financial reasons. And some people can be Democrat, but they're Democrat because of.
Hey, Bill, are you conservative?
Reasons.
Are you conservative?
Who, me? I'm
Yes.
independent. I'm independent.
Would you lean more towards the liberal side or the conservative side?
I would rather shoot my foot off than go either way.
Did you vote for Kamala or Trump?
I didn't vote at all.
But so you are apolitical.
I guess so. Yeah.
So if a conservative man comes to you and says, "I believe that women should be submissive and there should be I have the final word," and all those things that come with that, would you be okay with that?
I will ask him what makes him think that.
Here we go.
That's a yes or no question.
Here we go with the bullshit. Here we go with the bullshit.
Can I finish my statement?
Absolutely.
I would ask him what makes that like a good option for me. Like, what's the benefit in that for me? Right?
Wait, one second.
If you're a traditional conservative man, right? Typically you align with the Christian perspective, right? So I want you to submit. You know, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna make all the bacon. I'm gonna bring home all the bacon, baby. You fry it, right? Right?
Are you Christian?
I am Christian.
So why do I have to explain you? You don't have the Bible? You don't know how to read? Right? And by the way, my tone is not that I'm mad at you. This is stupid. If you have a manual of instructions, which is the Bible, and I have a manual of instructions, which is the Bible, why do I have to convince you for you to be submissive? Don't you know before you meet me? We are fucking having kids, moving on. So I can do like
submit to the man.
No, Pink. She's actually married too. she's gonna say it later. She's gonna say it. Well, I think she might be about ready to say it now, but.
And it says, the Bible literally says that the man is supposed to what? And the woman's supposed to what?
The Bible
it's not just a woman supposed to submit to a man.
Ali, just give me just one last time, Ali.
I'm giving it right back to you. She says she's a Christian, but the Bible literally says that a woman's still supposed to submit to the man, even if he doesn't follow the word. You're still supposed to submit to him in hopes that you can convert him to the word. So it doesn't matter if he's even following the word. And I know you're shaking. I don't even. I'm gonna tell you what else before. Well, Fatty, I'm gonna give it right back to you. I don't want to take it with you because I'm about to go in about how everybody are flip floppers and liars. But go ahead, Fatty.
Early.
No, I'm just going to view. Is the Bible the end all be all for a Christian?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
So
yes.
Does a Christian has to obey by the rules
of the Bible?
Yes.
I would say yes, absolutely.
Are you saving yourself for marriage?
I'm already married. What's next?
Did you save yourself for marriage?
Did I save myself for marriage in a
Yeah, look at the camera. Look at the camera when you say that. Don't look down. Don't look to the side. Look at me. Look at me. I'm here.
I'm here.
Did you save yourself for marriage?
No.
Did somebody had to explain you and convince you to go ahead and give up some bucks? No, right? You decided to do it. Nobody went to come, hey man, I know we are Christians, but let's go ahead and lay down. You did it by yourself. And this is what, like I said, is the wishy-washiness. Like this is the fourth show that we have religious women that come on the panel.
We're also not talking about like Muslim, right? Where it's like strict. In the Christian faith, like we know what Christ wants us to do, but we also have this thing called free will because God loves us, and He's not saying, you need to do this,
don't do that,
whatever, right? God says that, like, if you don't want to do what I want to do,
don't do that.
No, you can be condemned to eternal damnation.
No, don't
That's
do that.
your choice. If you want to follow my will and you want to be, following to what I want you to do, then that's fine as well.
Let me just say,
guess what? He doesn't condemn you if you make a mistake. If you're trying to gauge the choices of like someone who's like 18 or someone who's like 16 in high school and making certain decisions, okay, whatever. So should a child who was 16 years old be
okay? So that's the
but let me just say this.
Okay, I can't do it anymore. That was the gist of it, guys. That was the part where me and the Raging Tomato lady, it kind of went off the rails. I don't really say too much anymore, but look, I'm not ever gonna let a Becky walk me through a hypothetical where I have to pick what she wants me to pick. It's just not going down like that. I'm a married woman. I voted differently from my husband. We don't have no fucking problems. Okay. So my point of getting on the panel was to show that you could be happily married with a man and not vote the same as him. So her walking me down a hypothetical where I'm not on the same page with my husband, where he wants me to have a baby and I'm going to have an AB, that it's just, I'm never going to be a left-wing feminist. And if you're going to give hypotheticals like that, then take the things that you don't want the other person to stretch their mind to think of, because hypotheticals are a way for us to stretch our mind and safely think of different frameworks that might work or not work for us. What worked for me in the situation and your hypothetical, Mrs. Raging Tomato or Ms. Raging Tomato, is adoption. And I would encourage any young lady that's out there pregnant with a child that they don't want to have to not get an AB and to give their child up for adoption. Because that is a very real option for you. You don't have to take yourself to the chop shop. There are a lot of women out here that can't have babies that would love to have your baby and take care of your baby as if it was their own baby. And if you were going to just throw it into, hell or heaven, if you were just, getting rid of it, what does it matter? What does it matter to get rid of it that way or the other way? At least one way, you're not hurting or harming someone. You feel me? Like, I'm never going to say, Raquel, to pow someone or to sleep. I'm going to pick sleeping. I'm never going to pick the bad thing that involves taking someone else's life. I just can't do that. So, yeah, I'm not stupid, Raging Tomato. I wasn't going for that hypothetical because those are just not the talking points that I have. And, whatever, if you think that I'm too stupid to comprehend what a hypothetical is, then, yeah, you just think that. You just think that. Okay, girl, you just go right along. Go right ahead on. What's up? Ask a Brother podcast. Oh my God, this was a hot mess. I don't want you to see it. I don't want you to see it. But yeah, that happened last night. So I just wanted to talk about it because it paired so well with my Rose report today, election season and the dating market. Okay. There are going to be a whole bunch of new people coming into the Senate next year. Don't let these people affect your relationship status. Okay. Don't even talk about politics if you're going to be so butthurt that your boyfriend doesn't vote the same as you. Just get over it. He's going to change tires differently than you, iron your pants differently than you, wash your clothes differently than you. Men are going to do everything differently than you, and you should just get over it. Make your peace that he's going to do it differently and move on. A divorced woman is not going to tell me anything about what a man and a woman can or cannot do. You can't do it. You can't do it. That's why you're divorced and not remarried, because you can't figure out what it is about you that keeps you single. So young ladies, don't be like this lady here, okay? Saying that you could never date a lefty or never date a righty. You need to that is a stupid thing. When you go to the grave, it ain't about who you voted for. It's about who loves you, who you took care of, who took care of you. Those are the things that are important. So, I'm sorry. This stressed me out. I had to talk to y'all about it. I had to. I'm not going to keep this a very long show because as I was sitting here chatting with you all, Winston was eating my new ballet flat, okay, that I just bought myself for my birthday. Very expensive shoe, very ruined now. There's no toe on it anymore. I'm so angry that I kicked my shoes off at this computer desk and he just took my shoe and went and ate it. So now I'm going to have to beg my husband to let me buy another pair. He's going to say no. It makes me so mad. Okay. All right. So I owe y'all some funnies. So there were a couple that I watched, but as we were on our way home tonight. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to move into the funnies. I did want to talk about Nicki Minaj and her Turning Point USA stuff, but I'm over them. I'm so over them. I'm so over it. Some of this stuff is so contrived. And, in my mind, I'm just thinking Nicki is doing this so she can get her brother out of jail. That's what I'm thinking. She owes somebody a favor. So she got to go up here and play nice with these folks and get on somebody's good side for whatever she needs. Or maybe she's trying to get her husband pardoned. Her brother or her husband. Either way, making a friend out of the president when you have a brother like her or a husband like her is, to me, is a chess move. So I think some of us are reading into this too deeply. So I'm not even going to go there with that. But, apparently Nicki Minaj went and spoke at Turning Point with Charlie Kirk's wife. And it is all at what everybody is talking about. And I just could not give a damn. Okay. What's up, Postman? What is up? Go Bears. I heard they shredded some cheese. I was so proud of you. I was so proud of you when I saw your post today. I was like, yes. Even though I really do like Green Bay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to really like their coach. He just used to look so mean. I used to love him. And back, I think when Aaron Rodgers was playing for Green Bay, was right? Aaron Rodgers? Was it? No, Aaron Rodgers was in New Orleans. Right? Was he in? I can't remember. But the mean guy, he was kind of pudgy and he was always like I used to really like him. And my friend Darren is from Wisconsin. So I was a little sad to see that, but I was happy that it was you and that you would be able to tell G Honda and rub it in his face that that the Bears won. Bears and look at G Honda. Look at G Honda, guys. He says Bears and blue cheese suck. Oh, such a sore loser. All right, let me get this funny for y'all. I hope that y'all I hope that y'all don't let these little rage bait kind of topics, deter you from finding love in a partner that you're going to be able to settle down with and enjoy for the rest of your life. Like, don't be these people. All right. So I think this is the one. Okay, so this one is funny because we're talking about voting. So I'm going to let us do this one. Hold on. Let me stop it and then share it. So let me share. Okay, so this is from Nephew Tommy. And you guys are gonna laugh. Okay, this is a good. Steven, if you're still in the chat, if you can say something on one of my posts, so I can grab your name from there and drop it into the wrench place. It's easier for me to do it that way. I don't know why I cannot find you all when I type your names in. For whatever reason, it's like all these other people pop up, but you guys don't. So it's easy for me to put y'all into the wrench place when you guys comment on one of my community posts. So if you haven't subscribed to me, please subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, please like it. Give me a like. It's free. I feel like I've deserved it. Yeah, Stephen James. Yeah, because you hard body. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Stephen. Thanks, Ree. Yes, Leon. You don't have one? Okay, Leon. Yes, of course. But Leon, you can't be putting people out that just because they don't agree with me, or I don't know. You have to be diplomatic with who you block from the channel. And my block list is huge. I don't know what happened, but thank y'all for keeping the trolls away from me. I didn't think I had trolls until I saw who's on my blocked list. I was like, damn. All right, here we go. So this prank call is called it's about voting. So it says Nephew Tommy prank calls black voters. All right, are y'all ready? Here we go. You lost yours? Okay, I'll get it back. There, I thought I had you in the blocked one, so I might have taken you out thinking that I was putting people in the wrong place. Sorry about that, CEO. I will reinstate you. Yeah, here we go. I think.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Ernest Riley.
This him. Who is this?
Mr. Ernest Riley, I'm with Issue American Survey, and what we're doing is we're calling around to different households about the whole presidential race, but right now we're focusing on calling we're focusing on calling black people.
Black people?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just something that we're doing, and we want to try and figure out exactly who you people are voting for, because that's important right now.
I don't think it's none of your damn business who I'm voting for.
Well, we want to know exactly which way the votes are going to be going here in the whole running of the presidential race. So we're just trying to figure out who you're voting for.
Well, first of all, it really is none of your concern about who I'm voting for, but whoever I vote for, we getting y'all people out of there. I tell you that much. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of this bullshit. You can put that on your damn survey. But black folk, we tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of eating goddamn sardines and goddamn Vienna sausage. We finna change this shit around.
Sir,
and if y'all must know, I'm voting for Obama.
Well,
that's right.
Are you voting for him just because he's black? No, is that what you're doing?
You goddamn right.
Well, that doesn't mean you sat back to see if he qualifies, sir. That's why we're calling y'all, because we think you're going about this whole thing wrong.
Well, I tell you what, even if we are going about it wrong, that's how we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done had Bush in here, he had his time to fuck things up. So guess what? We finna change this shit around. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been there too goddamn long. We gonna paint the White House black.
No, now one thing you're not going to do is paint the White House black. It's been white from day one, and you're not going to change that. Matter of fact, I want to tell you this. Don't y'all show up at none of them polls, or it's going to be some problems if you do, if you show up trying to vote.
Hey, man, how you going to tell them about who to show up, man? You got some goddamn nerve to be telling somebody who to show up and when to goddamn show up. And anyway, you ain't got no business calling me on my goddamn phone anyway. How you get my goddamn number anyway? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with y'all damn white folks now? Y'all think y'all running shit, but guess what? That shit ain't finna happen in 08, baby. It's Obama 08. So y'all might as well just get ready for it. All that bullshit y'all been doing, that shit finna get cut out. And all that calling motherfuckers on the phone, trying to scare motherfuckers, I like that bullshit. Yeah, cause I'm just ready to get dead off in somebody's ass. I wish somebody would be at the poll telling me who to vote for, who I can't vote for. We're gonna show y'all motherfuckers what time
We're going to have people at them polls, and we're going to stop y'all from voting if you don't tell us ahead of time what you're doing and who you're voting for and why you're voting for.
Man, you got some nerve with it. I mean, how you get my goddamn number, man? I'm serious, man. I'm at work. I'm trying to work, and I'm gonna be arguing with you on the phone with some bullshit.
This is a survey. We are randomly calling black people, and we have the right to do that.
Okay, I understand it's a survey, but you need to watch how you talk to people, man. You can't just be calling people with that bullshit like that. You don't come calling somebody on the phone and talking to them like you ain't got no goddamn sense. You need to talk to me like you got some sense. You talk to me with bullshit, I'm gonna talk to you with bullshit.
And I tell you, that's exactly what it's gonna be if you show up at them polls trying to vote.
Well, I tell you what, man, I'm gonna make sure I show up, and I'm gonna vote for everybody or anybody I want to vote for. Anybody on the ballot that's black, that's who I'm voting for. You know what? Cause y'all done had y'all time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about it's a goddamn recession. It's a goddamn depression. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got gas and shit high as it is now. A motherfucker can't even hear. I pay more in gas than I do goddamn child support.
Let me tell you something. You're lucky we gave you the right to vote.
Now, lucky you gave me the goddamn right. Man, y'all motherfuckers crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. You ain't give me shit. My people earn the right to vote. And you got some goddamn nerd calling somebody on their phone with this bullshit. If you got something else better to do, you need to go call somebody who worth calling. Because y'all gonna stop fucking with black folks, and we ain't gonna hear that bullshit. We don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit, man.
You go ahead and you send word to the rest of them people of yours that we better not catch them.
Oh, people of mine? Man, who the fuck are you, man? Who these are the people of mine? That's wrong with the goddamn world today. Too many motherfuckers like you. This motherfucker United States of motherfucking America. I can vote and do whatever the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
You listen to me. You're gonna go in that poll thing and you're gonna vote for McCain.
Man, I vote for whoever the fuck I want to vote for, cuz. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit, man. You need to stop calling my goddamn phone. I'm running my goddamn business up fucking with you. I'm on a goddamn cricket phone and shit, and I'm running my goddamn minutes out fucking with you. You need to stop calling me and don't call my goddamn number again. That's bullshit. And I vote whoever the fuck I want to vote for, and you can tell them other redneck motherfuckers to kiss my motherfucking black ass. Because guess what? We gonna be in that motherfucker. I tell you that much. Fuck you. Man, why in the fuck you still calling me? Did I tell you don't call my goddamn phone, man?
I'm doing a survey. And
Man, I don't give a fuck. I told you, man, stop calling my goddamn phone, man. I'm voting. We all voting. Matter of fact, we having a goddamn barbecue. Signing everybody else to vote. We voting. All of us voting. All motherfuckers who don't even know how to spell voting. You know what I'm saying? So stop calling my goddamn phone.
I want you. We're doing a survey, and you're going to answer these questions I got for you.
I asked you to stop calling my goddamn phone.
And I asked you not to show up at them polls and vote, too.
I'm voting for my brother. His ass in jail. I'm voting for that motherfucker, too. Like I told you, everybody that I know that don't even know how to spell vote, we gonna vote.
He might be smart and all, but that young fella can't run this country like we can.
Yeah, the goddamn gas was a goddamn $1.50. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, with Bush got this motherfucker.
Oh, do y'all remember when gas was $1.50? So these videos that I'm finding, my favorite ones are the ones from so many years ago. So this video was posted to YouTube 12 years ago. So remember when we were living under Obama? And remember that, y'all? Such different times. Shout out to you, Ali. Thank you for coming to support me tonight. He says, support for Smell the Roses Cooking. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much. I don't know if you saw, but I just reviewed our show from last night. Because it went so perfectly with the title of my show tonight, which was Election Season and the Dating Market. So I had to review it. But thank you for being here, Ali. It means the world to me. But let me let this go.
As and now, shit, he done fuck things up.
Yeah, gas went up a bit, and then you want to throw Bush up in my face. We know what it takes to run this country. I know we've gone through some a few glitches here and there, but it ain't been that bad.
Y'all got motherfuckers over there that saying or that fight like a motherfucker for some bullshit.
Yeah, okay, we went to war without a plan. And
y'all don't fuck with them goddamn China's over there, 'cause you know they don't play that motherfucking shit. They got technology over there. All them motherfuckers got to do is just wink they motherfucking eye. They can fuck this whole motherfucker up. Y'all ain't fucking with them. Yeah. Fuck y'all. Yeah.
We're not afraid of anybody, and you better be afraid to come to them polls. You hear me?
Man, I ain't worried about your motherfucking ass and nobody else that you fucking with.
You listen to me. I got one more thing that I need to say to you. Are you listening to me?
Man, fuck you. I don't listen to you. Fuck you. I done listened to your motherfucking ass enough.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy, Sylvia Johnson.
Oh, man.
Oh my God. But you see what happens when you try to tell a man how to vote? They gonna cuss you out. So as a lady, just don't do it. Don't worry yourself about what a man does. Okay? Well, yeah, I mean, worry about what a man does, but don't worry about who he's voting for. Okay? Let's let that go. It shouldn't matter what anybody's voting block is. What should matter is their character, their respect for you, and the love that they show you. That is what should matter. Anything else can be worked out and decided on later. We can agree to disagree, okay? Nothing's gonna make me stop loving my husband, okay? A little dumb vote is not going to stop anything. So yeah, let's listen to another one. I feel like y'all need another funny, so let's listen to this one. This one was good too. Yeah, this one was pretty good.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to speak to Shanice. She's not here right now. I think a message.
Okay, this one is trigger warning, trigger warning. Okay, listen, for my day ones who don't have a wrench, okay, because I was just kicking myself up the butt this weekend because I realized that my sister, Jay Walker, didn't have a freaking wrench. Okay. I could have swore I typed her name in there before, but apparently I didn't. So I figured it out. Right. But if you all are my day ones and you don't have a wrench and you know that you need one and you deserve one, then can you please leave a comment on my last post that I posted to my community chat? And I will drop you in, because what I have to do, I can't type it in. I have to like go to your page, grab the link, and then drop the link into it. That's the best way for me to go about giving out wrenches. So you will get one. Look, see, Stephen James, you have your wrench. So you will get one after the show. Okay, I promise you. It's hard for me to like do all this by myself. So after the show, leave a comment. If you put a rose or a wrench, put a wrench if you have an emoji, or just put the word wrench. And I know that that's what you want, and I will grace you with a wrench. Okay, but listen, be diplomatic with the wrench. Okay, don't just kick out everybody that disagrees with me. All right, now if they're disrespecting me or they're disrespecting someone in the chat, by all means get them the hell out of here. Okay, because this is the Rose Garden, and we don't accept disrespect from anyone or to each other. Okay, so just promise me that you won't be going too crazy. What's up, J-Man? What's up? Thank you so much, G Honda. G Honda says, Rose, are you gonna tell everyone how you voted for Kamala bathtub greens? No. If you were here earlier, then you know that I said I was going to post my ballot so that you guys could see that I voted for Elizabeth Warren. I actually voted green and not blue or red. And my husband voted red. He voted for Donald Trump. So I wasn't going to vote for Kamala. No. But y'all, make sure y'all listen to this, because this is for the fellas. This is going to trigger the fellas. So since the ladies were triggered all night, since we were arguing with each other all last night, y'all got to take this heat tonight, okay? No, I know you're playing, G Honda. You guys, do y'all know anybody who ever cooked collard or washed their collard greens in a bathtub? Like in the restaurant that I had, we had a really deep sink there. You're supposed to wash your pots in. I could see filling that up with collard greens, and but not a bathtub. I mean, my bathtub upstairs has the jets. That is so gross. No. Why would she even say that? Like, is that a thing? That's what I'm asking. Do y'all know anybody? Did y'all do this when y'all were coming up? You know, for some of my more mature, seasoned people that are here in the chat, did your mothers ever have you ripping up greens and putting them in the bathtub to wash? Like, is that a thing? Thank you, Project Leroy. Jay said bathtub greens. Absolutely not. Yeah. Olawa. What's up, Olawa? She said absolutely not. No black people anyway. Yeah. I feel you, DeAndre. That's how you know she's not FBA. And then iFunny haha on the vertical says never. Okay. Cases says that ish ain't FBA. And Cases, I had your old page. Your old page has a wrench, but not this one. So I fixed yours when I caught the faux pas with Jay Walker. I fixed yours. So you might have, if you still have the other page, you have 2 wrenches. But yeah, you're my day one for sure. For sure. But okay, let me let this play.
You know when she coming back? Nah, is this a business call or something? No, this personal. I need to talk to her immediately. Nah, you need to talk to me. This a man. Who is this? This is Brandon. Who are you? I'm Ernest, man. But why do you know Shanice? I got a bit of a situation here, man. And it's basically a financial situation that I'm owed some money from her. So I kind of need to talk to her about getting this money. Is totally disrupted my whole apartment, and I need to actually see about talking to her about getting this whole problem taken care of. What's the situation?
Hold on. No. Stop it. Divine photos. Divine photos. She is not planning on running again. If the Democrats do that, that would be so reckless. Oh my God.
What's going on? I mean, I'm basically right now.
You know why this sounds so bad? I don't know if the guy's in the car. I don't like the way that sounds. That's gonna make my sound all wonky and janky. I don't want that. Hold on. There's another one that had me and my husband cracking up.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Regina, please.
Speaking.
Hello.
Yeah, speaking. This is Regina.
Okay. Hey, you did a bachelor party for me and my boys like about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Sean, you remember Sean?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now listen, when you was doing a lot of lap dances that night. You remember that?
Yes. So, how did you get my number? How can I help you? You need a party done? I mean, what do you need?
Okay. Well, no, it ain't nothing like that. I was saying, you did a lot of lap dances. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, listen, that night I was at the party. You did some lap dances for me, but
okay.
What I wanted to tell you was that the lap dances you had did was the lap dances was $10. Am I right?
Right. You would be correct. Yes.
Okay.
They were $10.
The lap dances was $10, but I thought I gave you a $10 bill when I really gave you $100.
Okay.
So, I need actually the reason why I called you was I'm trying to get that I'm trying to get that $90 back.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you something. First of all, how did you get my number?
Well, the dude that
Who is dude?
That threw the the guy that hooked y'all up as far as doing the bachelor, Billy. Billy the one that got y'all to come and do the bachelorette party.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to, tell you is that I got the number from him.
Okay.
And he told me that I could call you and try to just talk to you about it.
Okay. And you want me to give you
I gave
$90.
I had tipped you. I was really finna pay you $10, but it was a $100 bill. So what I'm saying to you is that I want to get the other $90 back.
I'm not giving you no damn $90.
Excuse me?
I'm not giving you your damn $90. Hell, when you gave me $100.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. I don't even think you understand. I wasn't trying to give you all that money at one time. I need to get that money back from you.
I don't think you understand.
$10. That's it. The other $90 belong to me. I ain't get my change back from you.
I'm not giving you no change back. That $90 was a damn tip. I'm not giving you back.
Don't nobody be giving you no damn $100 at one time. What's wrong with you?
I'm not giving you no damn $90 back. Yeah, you should watch what you was doing.
You gonna give me my $90? Look, I done already told you I wasn't even trying to give you this money. I was trying to give you $10. That's what I was trying to give you.
I'm not giving you a damn thing back. You're not getting nothing. Yeah, you should be at home with your wife and your kids.
Hey, lady, listen. You don't even understand what's going on right here.
Lady, my ass, you should have been there.
I wasn't trying to. When nobody trying to give you no money, this a misunderstanding. I need to get my $100 back. Now look, I'm already saying I was giving 10, but 90 of that belonged to me.
I'm not giving you no damn $90. How you
you no $90 tip.
You did. You got me
All I was giving you was $10. Look, hey, lady, look. I'm not going to sit here and go at it with you all this. Look, I want to get my $90 back from you.
No. First of all, if you call me later one more time, I'm going to come find you and kick your Second of all, I'm not giving you no damn $90 back. Thanks for the tip. You should have been there the first place, like I said. Keep your home next time.
Hey, lady, so on the real, I ain't trying to go back and forth with you. I'm saying it's been a mistake. I wasn't trying to give you no $100. All right, so when I give you a $100 bill, that was a mistake. I just want my money back. Ain't nobody tripping with you. Give me my money back.
I'm not giving you a damn thing back. I'm not giving you back. That's your problem. You need to go home and tell your wife what you did with the extra $90.
You don't mess around and get your whooped. I told you I want my $90 back.
I'm not giving you a thing. I'm not come find me then. Come find me. Come find me. Come find me then. If you want to get $90 back, come find me.
You gotta be nice to you. You don't mess around and get your whooped behind $90. I want my money from you.
I want you to get my. I want you to tell them you bring your up in here. I'm gonna give you something. I ain't gonna be no damn $90. I bet you that one.
When are you gonna pay me my $90?
I'm not giving you no damn $90. No, ask me that. No, I'm not giving you no $90. Thank you for the damn tip. You ain't getting.
You gonna give me my $90? You gonna do that?
You don't come in here for that. Really want you to change that. Please, you better get your off my phone before I come cut your. What the do you think that? Don't call me with this.
Hey, I got one more thing I want to tell you. You listen to me?
Well, no, I still listen to your podcast.
Are you listening to me? I got one more thing I need to say to you.
No, you can kiss my.
I got one more thing I need to say to you. Are you listening to me?
Hey, no, don't call me with that. I ain't listening to you. I don't give a damn what you got to say. You can kiss my with your punk.
I said, I got one more thing to say to you. Are you listening to me?
What you got to say? What is it? What is it?
His nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
Who is this?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
I would be so embarrassed.
They'll make you get your killed. I'm going to cut you in.
You all right, baby?
Tommy he like, you all right, baby? He trying to get that dance up out of her when she get off that phone. Oh my God. 3 a.m. Thought Club. I'm so sorry about hearing about the passing of your brother. I'm so sorry. I didn't catch that. I've been so focused and prioritized on content and Christmas presents that I did not know that. And I'm very sorry to hear that you've had such a tumultuous month. And I hope that these little funny antidotes make you feel better. I'm going to drop the link to this channel in the description. And I suggest you just listen to them because I feel like laughter is the best form of medicine. So please, if you need to laugh, do so. Think about those good times and, just try to keep yourself upbeat. The holidays can be super, super sad when you're going through something like that. But we're all here with you. We love you very much. You're such an asset to us. Like, I know that we're all online in different places, but you give everybody warm and fuzzy feelings all the time. So we do love you, and we are sorry to hear that happened. So yes, condolences to you. And yeah, watch these funnies or anything funny for that matter. It's helpful. Especially in times like this. So I hope that you all enjoyed my show tonight. I'll definitely be back on Wednesday. I want to roll through the super chats. Hold on. Let me put that back because I need to grab it later and drop it in the description. I hate looking for things after like closing out everything and then I have to go right back. It's so annoying. Like it's hard doing this, guys. It's hard. I disappeared, but here I am. Okay. So thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight and watched the show. I know I posted a link to a Saturday show that I never did, but it's just too much going on with the holidays and the kid is out of school and he doesn't like me YouTubing. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? He hates that I'm on YouTube. He hates it. But he likes it too at the same time. It's weird, but yeah. So Saturday, he wouldn't let me come in and do my show that I wanted to do, but I did talk to him about it. And we decided that I could do a show on Saturdays between 12 and 3, something like that. He's good with that. As long as I can take him for his breakfasts and his swim practice and all of the things that he wants to do, then he won't be mad at me when I want to come and sit down and do this on a Saturday. So for the new year, I am looking to add a Saturday show in the afternoon, and I hope that you all will join me and like it. And that show will be all about politics, but not in the way that you think it is, right? It's going to be teaching ourselves politics, not talking about the current political climate, okay? But thank you all for watching tonight. I want to go over these super chats. Thank you so much for, oh, shoot. Yes. Oh my God, you guys, it's too much. Oh my God. Frederick, if you're in the chat, I don't know why it's so hard for me to find you guys on my own, but if you could leave a comment on my post, I will go and drop you in there and get you your wrench. Okay. So I owe Frederick. Oh my God. It's so the pressure. Divine and DeAndre. And ladies, I've been giving out wrenches. So if I've missed you, if you want one, let me know, please, and I'll definitely get you one. Okay. So thank you to Frederick for your contribution tonight. Still Mad at Network. Love you. Thank you so much. Mr. Walker, your $10 super sticker. You're amazing. Thank you for your support. Divine Photos has been a member for a month, and he was like, hey Rose, you cooked wrench? Of course, Divine, you're so cool and you're so everywhere. I didn't know that you even wanted one, so that makes me feel so good inside. So I will definitely get you one. Thank you so much, Ali. You have a wrench because I'm always on your show getting in trouble, getting the machine gun noise, which I really want. So maybe that can be a Christmas present to me if you could just send me that. Send me that sound. I really like that one because she's like screaming in the background and shooting. That would totally be me. I'd be like, just letting that thing go. Mr. Postman 1914, thank you so much. He says, keep doing your thing and moving forward. Go Bears. So Postman is an amazing content creator. He loves talking about football, and his favorite team is the Chicago Bears. So if y'all think that is cool, y'all go give his channel a subscribe and go like his videos and watch them. They're good. He has great football commentary. He's taught me a lot in like 8 months. Okay. CEO, thank you so much. CEO helped me with some intros for my shows, and I really appreciate that so much. Working with him was super easy. I hope I was easy to work with and that we can continue, CEO. So thank you for that, and I'll be at you later. And then Classy, thank you for always being here. My brother in arms, love you to death. Stephen James, you got your wrench tonight. You got your wrench tonight. While I was letting that video play, I went ahead and did it. I have it pulled up over here. So if you all will leave me a comment on one of my posts, I'll do it tonight before I shut down. Yeah. Okay. And I need to do that quickly. All right. Red Cup. The Red Cup podcast. Micah, thank you so much for supporting me, sister. I'm trying to be just like you. Okay. Cool, pretty, and able to hold a big crowd. Like, I watch you all the time, and I'm just your inspiration. So thank you for your support. Uncle C says, "Hey, Rosie, Rose, Royce, Raquel, here's some ducats for your bucket." Hey, Uncle C. Is that Caesar? I love that. Hey, Rosie, Rose, Royce, Raquel. I like that. That has a ring to it. I like that. And then Project Leroy, you always support me. Love you to death too. He says, Winston heard you hibachi cooking that fembot. Winston is in trouble. Let me tell you, when I get out of here, when I get out of this room, I'm going to yell at Winston. He ate the whole toe off of my new shoe that I got for my birthday that I've been waiting months to buy myself. You don't know how bad that just hurt me, y'all. I had to come back here and sit down and be composed, and I wanted to cry. I really love my clothes, y'all. I love my clothes. I love my shoes. I love my bags. And now my poor bag doesn't have a pair of shoes to go with it. And I'm so mad. Oh my God. Okay, so let me move on. Let me let that go. Frederick, thank you, sir. You're amazing. The fact that I'm a part of the people you support on YouTube, I'm also just flattered by that. Again, Classy, my other brother in arms, Triple, he was telling me, no sound, bitch, no sound. I love you. I'm sorry. And Pink, my sister from another mister, the Real Housewife of Atlanta. Oh, yeah, I am a real housewife. That is true in Atlanta. Come holler at me, girl. And then Square Biz. Yes, we back every day. I appreciate y'all so much. We will be back on Wednesday. Wednesday's topic, we're going to have some fun. So I'm thinking that the Monday topic will be like the Rose report. On Wednesday, we'll get a little ratchet. And then on Saturday, we'll do a little mix of the two. Be a little ratchet, talk a little politics, learn a little bit about politics. I have a whole thing set up to teach y'all about, the House of Representatives, the Senate, Congress, how all of these things work for you or against you, depending on your level of education. Okay. And I think that will help us when it's time to vote again in 3 years. I'm going to try to get ahead of Kamala and her new campaign. Okay. Where she's going to be sitting in the bathtub full of collard greens. Like, is she crazy? Is she really running again? Yes. I think I'm going to keep the 24th of the regular time because my family, Spanish, my mother, she's in Spain, and my husband will be working that night or that day into the evening. So if anything, I might bump it up earlier, but I'm still feeling like 9:00 is a good time. What do you guys think? Because we can go into Christmas, like we can start at 9 and go into like midnight, and then we can tell each other Merry Christmas. I think it'll be fun if I keep it for 9:00. So let's say 9:00 for someone. We're going to be live at 9:00 on Wednesday. Even if I'm full as a tick on the eggnog, I will still get up here. Maybe we'll make it subscribers only. That way, whoever's watching has a better understanding of me, and I won't be too embarrassed if I say something crazy. Okay. But before you all go, please hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. I think I was like 2 subscribers away from. Oh, I made it. I'm at 2072 subbies. Thank you so much to all of you all who have subscribed to me tonight. Very awesome. My goal was 2 subbies and I got 4. That is awesome. Okay, guys, I love you all so much. I'm going to play this little song for you guys to kind of like trickle out and find out where you guys want to go. Try to get my video up to 2 hours and 30 minutes. But I love you all so much. Until Wednesday, y'all be sweet to each other. Okay, be sweet to each other, not rotten, not mean, okay, or none of those things in between. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye bye.